Well, January is usually a time for new beginnings or fresh starts, but I decided that I'd like to try something new and learn something new. So today I'm joined by Erin Nelson, who is the artistic director here at Medalta, and we're going to do a little bit of a pottery lesson and make a bowl. Is that right?
Yes, we're going to make a bowl.
I'm very excited about this. I've never done it before, and I think it's a fantastic way to try something new, learn something new for a new year.
Excellent. Well, you know, it really is, and I think it was particularly with pottery, how often do you get to make a permanent object? So what you're going to make today, we're going to fire for you, and we'll get back to you. It's going to last 30,000 years. So archaeologists will be looking at that in the future. And out of a primary material. So most of this material comes within 100 miles, and that's the unique part of Medicine Hat's geology. And we'll fire it with gas from under our feet. So we're really in an interesting place to do pottery.
Well, you know, I actually came and did the full Medalta tour with family members of mine over the Christmas break. And I was really amazed at what has been made and created, you're right, from the elements that are right in our own backyard.
Yeah, it's, you know, Medalta's celebrated its 100th anniversary a couple years ago, and was a real force in Canada. 75% of the pottery in Canada at one point was made here at Medalta. So rich history, rich context, all sorts of different things were made here, and that's continued on with our artist in residence program, and as well with our community education program as well. So maybe you're really good at this, Christy. Maybe we'll hire you if you're good at throwing.
You never know what can happen, especially on TV. Okay, so what are you doing
So I'm going to show you.
Explain this.
So we're going to put the clay in the wheel. It's going to be a little bit misshapen and lumpy. So we're going to center it. So the centering is one of the most difficult things. And what you're going to do is you're going to get your arms into your body or into your legs. You're going to get a very confident posture. And we're going to lean into it, put force towards the center of the wheel, and that's going to center it. And then we're slowly going to take our hands away. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to feel like it's going to knock you off your stool.
Oh, okay.
And I never guess a woman's weight, but I know you weigh more than 1 pound, and this clay weighs 1 pound. So sheer physics dictates that you have the weight behind you to do this. So keep that in mind, because it's going to feel like it's not going to happen. So as I push forward, it can start to wobble a bit like this, right? And it's because my arms really aren't tied into my body. So what I'm going to need to do is have this confident posture, and then push forward, and then relax, and it's nice and smooth.
It makes it look so easy.
So I'll just knock it off, and then I'll just do that again. So hands together, kind of bracing them to the edge of the wheel here, and I push forward, and then I relax. Put a bit of a hole in it. I'm going to have the wheel going fairly slow when I do this. And you notice I'm always keeping both of my hands together. Okay, so we could stop there, but that's not a very nice looking bowl, right? We could finesse that a little more. So then I'm going to get slower still, and I'm going to put my left hand inside and my right hand outside. I'm going to clasp them together like this and just kind of put them over the pot. It's going to be between about 3 and 6 in that quadrant. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure, and as I put pressure, it starts to go up a little bit. So we have something that looks a little like a bowl there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this kidney, and I'm going to just clean it up a little bit and see if we can get it to look a little like a bowl. So we've made a very small bowl here. We want to give you an easy task to begin with. Since you're a beginner, we're not going to make you make one of our big mixing bowls.
Now those are still made here.
They're still made there. Yeah.
A lot of the pottery that we see in the gift shop and on display.
Yep, that's
our
replica ware. It's still made here by skilled artisans, and you'll find out how skilled they are in a minute, because it's very difficult to do. And
make it look easy.
Yeah, some of those designs have been made for many, many, many years, and it's an important part of our tradition for sure.
You and I had mentioned, or we were talking earlier off camera, and you said anybody in the community can come and do these classes.
Yes, exactly.
So talk about this.
Yeah, so our classes, we have 3 introductory classes and 1 class that's, you know, we don't really call it intermediate. We just call it a class that people who have some experience can take. And so our introductory classes are taught by our artists in residence. We have 4 really great pottery instructors this year. And in your introductory class, you can do some wheel throwing and some hand building as well. So you'll learn all of these different techniques for not only forming the pottery, but also for for decorating it and finishing it as well.
And you had told me that it's the artists in residency that do the instructing.
Yes,
so it's never necessarily the same person.
Never the same, yeah.
And international artists.
International artists. So we have, for this upcoming term, it's mostly Canadian artists. Generally, our international artists will teach shorter classes, maybe in the summer, kind of a workshop style. So, but certainly people from outside the community. And the great thing about the classes for them is they get to learn about the richness of the Medicine Hat community. So, generally in September, they're oh, where do I go shopping, or where do I do this, or where do I buy this? And the people in the class, they know that sort of stuff. So, hey, this is looking better.
It's looking kind of promising.
Yeah. This is looking a little like a hoodoo. I think you're making some landscape pottery here.
So you have classes starting in February,
Yes.
and they're going until April,
Till
once
April.
a week.
Yep.
Young people, young adults.
Yep. Young adults right through till seniors. And if you're interested in registering for a class, you can register at medalta.org. Come down to Medalta, register at the front desk. And like I say, it's a great way to start the new year.
And you had mentioned to me off camera before that if parents want their kids to be involved with this,
Yep.
try it out and get in there and get a little dirty. Summer classes.
Yeah,
is what
correct. We have summer classes. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
awesome. Well,
Yep.
Aaron, I really appreciate it. I'm so excited about this, and I'm going to have to check out a class.
Good.
This is,
Excellent.
This is
Well,
really
we'd
cool.
love to have you. Good job. And
great.
you got a head start there. So
Thank
good.
you very
Thanks,
much.
Christy.
Well, thanks for joining us. And
Okay, thanks.
if you want to try out something new in January, maybe check out one of those classes, or in the new year rather, maybe check out one of those classes in February down here at Medalta. Thanks again, Aaron Nelson.